Hey everybody, welcome to Beer City Board Games. I'm Clay. I got my buddy Carl here with me today. We're going to be playing Vinyl. This is our first time playing this game, and we just picked it up from Gen Con. There is no Grand Con this year, unfortunately. Really excited about this one. Not a lot of music themed games out there that I know of, so the theme alone was enough for me to be interested in picking this one up. Seems fairly simple as far as rules go, so I can't wait to try this one out. How's everybody's week going so far? Pretty early in the week yet, but yeah, we've had a pretty low key week so far. I actually had an opportunity to being new in my new job. They actually wanted to basically interview me at a group meeting, and I mentioned on there that I streamed board games and that I had a pretty large collection and everything. Hey, Metal. Yeah, I know this was one that you were interested in getting, and we did get the Masters of Metal expansion for this, but we're not playing with that today.
Game 2 will add that.
Yeah. Today it's base game. We are playing with a top shelf expansion though, which just adds some special abilities. Yeah, so I got interviewed and mentioned the board game thing. I had a guy come up to me afterwards and said, "Hey, I've got a friend who just got married and he's really into board games too. Probably has about the same size collection as you." I said, "Okay, what's his name? Because odds are, if he's got that many games and he's in this area, I probably know the name." Turns out it's the person that he got married to was a person that I used to work with when I worked at Grand Con.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, so
that's awesome.
Yeah, just kind of a really random thing. He thought that was super weird. Metal, how's our volume? Do we sound okay? Are we loud enough? I've messed with the mic, so we got fruit flies down here apparently.
Just a single fruit fly. That likes me.
Right in Carl's face.
I think it likes my pumpkin.
Oh yeah, so yeah, tonight I've got the Enigma from Tapestry again, the double IPA with brown sugar. I really like this IPA. All right, so we'll get switched over, and we'll kind of go through a brief rules teach, and then we'll get started. Sounds perfect. Excellent. All right, so in Vinyl, we are record collectors. We are trying to collect vinyl records. The way we're going to be doing that is by can you see? Is by moving our little disco meeples around the board to different locations and taking the actions at those locations. Once we've done that, then at any time during our turn, we can play down a collection. So we can do it before or after our action. We can play down a collection of records. And those collection of records at some point can be retired in order to score some points. Basically, at the end of the game, player with the most points wins. Did I get it?
Nope.
Ooh.
Sneaky.
So, the different actions on the board that we can take. So the main one kind of right here, that's the record bin. So if we go to the record bin, we have two options. We can either take which was it? Oh, this one's the... Okay, so we can either take one and put it in layaway by paying one card. And ideally you want to... Ideally, you want to pay one card that matches at least one of the symbols on it, so that that discount will apply when you go to actually purchase it from layaway. The other one you can do is you can buy an album by discarding these magazine cards, and you need to discard enough cards so that you match all of the symbols on the record. So like this first column here, we've got our jazz genre. So this one's a good example because it has all of the symbols on it. So we've got our genre, so in this case jazz. We've got our decade, in this case the 70s. We've got our condition, which is mint, and we've got limited edition. So in order to purchase that album, I would need to discard magazine cards that match all of those symbols. If Carl follows me up there, I get bumped. So after Carl takes his action, then I get to do a bump action at that space. Those actions are... Looks like that's taking it for layaway. Let's double check that. I think that one's taking it for layaway.
Yeah, the primary action. Oh no, I'm sorry. You're correct. It's taking it from your layaway.
Taking it from your layaway and adding it to your collection. That's what that one was. The symbol was a little different, so I felt like that probably wasn't it. But and then the second one. That is the
first. Maybe that's adding it to.
This is adding it to layaway.
Okay.
This one is acquiring from layaway.
Okay.
And then, so the bump actions here are acquire from layaway or spoils, which is the bumped player may select one non-wild magazine card that was used during the active player's collection action and add that card to his or her hand. The remaining cards are discarded. So basically, if you used a magazine card to buy a card during that turn, I could take one of those cards and put it into my hand. Alright. So that's the record bin. Up here we have the magazine rack. At the magazine rack, the main actions are you can either take two cards, either face up or face down, or a combination of the two. If you take a wild card from the face up pile, however, that is the only card you can take from the row.
Like Ticket to Ride.
Like Ticket to Ride, okay. Exactly. Let's see, over here we've got the front counter. Oh, I didn't go over the bump actions up there, did I? The bump actions are, the first one is you can get new loyalty cards. So loyalty cards are a way that we will score some bonus points at the end of the game. The first bump action is to draw two new loyalty cards, add them to your hand, and then discard two. So you'll only ever have two loyalty cards in your hand, but that'll let you cycle through and find ones that work for you. And then the other bump action I don't recognize.
I believe that's just draw a magazine card from the top of the deck. Blind.
Player may select one non-wild magazine card that was used during the... No, that's a different symbol. What is that? That symbol looks different. Because this is what the spoils one looks like, but it's got the...
So you're in the sales bin.
Oh, you know what? That's why I'm not finding it, because magazine rack was the first one. Yeah. Draw one magazine card from the top of the magazine stock. Yes.
Hola, Dr. Sweetbrown.
Hey! What's up, Dr. Sweets? Did you guys just get done with your stream? Were you streaming tonight? Were you playing some Valheim? Alright, so those are the two magazine rack actions, the main actions and the bump actions. Up here we've got the front counter actions, so we've got purchasing or acquiring a card from layaway. I can't see the bottom one. Or drawing 2 loyalty cards and then discarding 2. Yeah, Friendship taking some days off for once. He's a bit of a machine. What's up, Schmidt? What's playing? We are playing Vinyl. Game all about collecting vinyl records. Is my head getting cut off in that camera? I feel like my head might be getting cut off. So yeah, acquire. So front counter, we've got acquire from layaway or draw 2 more loyalty cards, or we've got this is the spoils action. So that's if you acquired from layaway and I got bumped, I could take one of the cards that you played from layaway. Data. How's it going, my friend? You know, I was disappointed that I missed your stream the other day. I wanted to jump in and see that scary game that you were playing. All right. And then finally down here we've got the sales bin, which is where you can come and purchase a card for paying 1 less attribute. So to say get this one here, you always have to pay the genre, but then I would only have to pay one other of those 2 symbols, so either 70s, the decade, or the limited edition, in order to pick up that one. Just got my booster today, so arm is going to hurt real bad. Oh, really? I mean, congrats on getting the booster. That's awesome. We're making plans to go get ours probably next week sometime, I think is the plan. Did yours hurt real bad the first time around? Mine was sore for a little bit. What about yours? Did your arm get sore at all?
My second shot, yeah. For
The
about
second.
24 hours, it was pretty rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get sick at all, but my arm got sore.
Yeah, not to scare you. My wife got her booster 2 weeks ago, and she said it knocked her out way worse than either of the first 2 shots did.
Oh, man. Yeah, first time, but second time, no? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you're able to get yours. That's awesome. All right, few other little rules that we've got going on here. So we are playing with the Top Shelf expansion, which is up here. This will allow us to, as we collect these tokens for retiring our collection, we'll be able to, once we have 2 of them, we can flip them both over in order to take one of those Top Shelf records. The Top Shelf records are each going to have a special ability on them that we can use once during the game. So once we've used it, we'll flip it over. You can't use it again, but it's going to be a pretty powerful ability. And we can go over what each of those does here in just a bit. Let's see. We're going to be making our way through this stack of cards. Basically, anything that doesn't get taken from the sales bin is going to get wiped. Everything's going to move down, and we're going to refill.
Are you able to show them on your screen how cool this record crate is?
Oh, yeah. This is kind of... so, Kinda. So there's like a record crate that comes in it. So each of these cards, I can definitely show you one of those. So we've got like the album cover. So we've got our album cover, and then on the other side, it's got our genre up here. So this is that rock?
That's rock, yeah.
So we've got rock from the '60s. Down here we've got the publisher. We've got whether it's early decade or late decade. We've got the points that it'll be worth once it's at the end of the game, basically. But yeah, it's got this really cool, like, old school crate. Like, I don't know if anybody's old enough to remember having a crate full of records. I think my parents still have some old, like, wood crates with a bunch of records in them. I've actually got a stack of vinyl over there on the shelf. I would put it on, but, copyright and everything. And then the magazine cards kind of show similar information. So the magazine cards are going to have the genre. So in this case, we've got a pop. This is for pop, if the microphone. And then we've got the decade, which is the 50s. So I could spend that to get one of these pop albums out here and put that into a collection. When we put it into a collection, we're going to put it off on the side of our board here. We can only have 2 active collections at a time, but at any point we can retire a collection, which means we will flip it over, and then depending on the number of cards in the collection and the type of cards in the collection, we're going to take one of these tokens. So if it's all the same genre and at least one other trait is the same, then it's a pure collection. So we would take either 3, 4, or 5 album collection token. So we'll take, if we have a 3 album collection, we would take this one. 4 album collection takes that. 5 album pure collection takes the 5. Mixed is if it has multiple genres, but it's got at least one other trait in common throughout the entire collection. Double mixed means that it's got at least 2 traits that are the same all the way through. So we're going to do our actions. We're going to collect albums to create our collections, turn those in for these tokens. At the end of the game, we're going to score the points on our albums, we're going to score the points on our collections, and we're going to score the points on our loyalty cards. The loyalty cards, I will show you guys one. I won't show you the one that I have in my hand. But it's going to be, kind of stuff like, so like this one here says, most albums in a single genre or band. If I manage to complete that objective, then I get 15 bonus points at the end of the game. What's the 45 adapter on the table? That's the first player token. I'm surprised you could actually see what that was. So yeah, it's got an old 45 adapter for the first player token. It's actually got some pretty great guitar miniatures also that you can use as player pieces. Unfortunately, we kind of thought that those might be pretty hard to see from the above camera. Hey, what's up, Warren and Kylaris? How you guys doing? Hey, how's Benny feeling? Still sick, but okay? Is he at least on the mend? Or just as bad as he was? Oren, how you feeling? Yeah, so we've decided we're going to use these disco meeples. But we have the other one out here. That's going to be our... in a two-player game, you actually play with a like a dummy player that just kind of blocks some space. So this token is going to go on the highest value card in this column from top to bottom. So it's actually going to go right there. Ah, I see you. Then, when that gets bumped, rather than going to the bumped space, it's going to go to the magazine rack. Then from the magazine rack to the sale bin. And then once it gets bumped from the sale bin, it's going to go back to the record bin, and this card's going to go away.
And then does this move to a different genre, or?
Yes. Yep. Once that card goes away, it's going to move to the next column, then the next column, then the next column. Yep. I just said "aw" out loud when you called him Benny. Oh. Orin's doing okay. That's good. Feeling better, I hope. I think Ben was better than yesterday. Okay, good. This is trippy. Which of these two cameras is the reverse image because they do not match? Yeah, I know. So the only way that I could get... So I have a new camera setup which actually is much more stable than the one I had before. Unfortunately, the only way to really put it up is to reverse the image on the top-down camera. So, yeah. It's... I don't know if I could... I mean, maybe I could mirror it. But honestly, I didn't even catch it until we were just about ready to go live. So I figured... I figured at least now you don't have to watch it upside down. Got a lot of rest, so better in that way. That's good. I don't think I noticed before when it was just you. This is a different setup than it was before. Before I had the camera set up on that side of the table. Now I have. I didn't even realize that I had this big boom arm light stand that I rarely use that gets a much better and more stable angle from the top down. So this setup is going to be much better for the top down tabletop shot, but it means that I have to flip it vertically. It's fine, I just noticed it. Yeah, okay, good. Woke up for Locke's stream today like last week, but he's still not well. Yeah, we actually had to cancel D&D last night too, which was a shame. Okay. All right. Carl's going to be first player.
We have to
We have to
decide what we're going to do with these loyalty cards first here.
So
we keep one and then give the other two to the other player. And then out of those two, we keep one and put the remainder on the bottom of the deck.
So keep one, pass two.
Okay. And then,
all right.
And those can go on the bottom of the deck in case we somehow got through that whole stack, which is not.
There's a chance.
All right, so I'm going to be first player here then. So
you know what? Since we're playing a game about music, we may as well get some music on, huh?
It better be some sweet 1950s country, according to the board here.
I'm not doing that.
That's okay too. All right, so basically have 4 worker placement spots to choose from as you laid out. And I think I'm going to start down here in the sales bin to try to get a nice discounted album here. So I'm going to look at this country western card here that has 4 symbols that I would normally have to match, but because it's in the sales bin, I can acquire it by only matching 3 of those symbols. So if I lay down a card that has the boot, the mint condition, and the 60s, that should give me what I need, correct?
Correct.
Alright. So we're going to discard those way up there. Acquire this Jimmy Dollar album. It's pretty impressive looking. And we'll add that.
That looks like a
collection.
designer.
Yeah.
Like I know, like we've noticed, Carl was pointing out that a lot of the top shelf expansion folks are like board game personalities.
And then
Play
if
Cash the Man in Black.
if I'm not mistaken, once a card's acquired, everything shifts down, right? We put a new album on.
I think that's right. Yeah. Once it's purchased from
'cause
the
it's got
sale
the-
bin,
It's got the arrows there.
everything moves down.
And the next card available will come out and fill that row.
All right. What were my objectives?
Just ignore the objectives. And just,
You don't need. You don't
yeah,
need. You don't need objectives.
I'm sure there's no real points at the end of the game for that. That's how I try to play against Clay. Just convince him to ignore the things that'll give him the most points and focus on the other parts.
I'm pretty good at not getting points on my own things. Caloris is singing your theme song. Alright, I'm going to find my meeple first. I'll come up here. Bump that guy. We're gonna get the oh boy, that's a long ways up there. For the mic and the 70s, we're gonna grab this card right here.
This is a very long board.
It's a super long board. Normally we would lay it out like this way on the table, but for stream we couldn't really make that work, so.
I'm the new Nora? That's awesome. If only I was that cool.
This is just dog pile on clay?
I mean, makes sense. If we had started a little earlier, I would have talked Nora into joining my team so that we could have definitely won today.
Great.
Alright, so one thing about the sale bin, which is where I went initially, is it's the one space, I don't know if you can see it from there, but it's got a little X through the recycle symbol. In all the other spaces, you can do the same action again, except for this one. If you get a discount, you have to go someplace else. So, better jump around here. And I'm going to go up to the magazine rack with the goal to get some more cards. And you said this comes down here?
That'll come down to the sale bin now.
So the magazine rack is how I'm going to get more cards to be able to buy more records. And I get to acquire 2 cards, either a combination of face up or face down draw, right?
Right. Yep. Unless you take one with a wild.
Alright,
That fruit fly is going to drive me nuts.
take that one, flip over the next one, and I will draw a top down and see what I get.
Data says, Clay, I'm surprised Ticket to Ride or Roll for It did not make your 10 Gateway games list. I like both of those games. I would say if I was going to recommend Ticket to Ride, I would recommend the small box ones at this point. I like the shorter, more streamlined version of Ticket to Ride. I don't play Ticket to Ride that often anymore, is the thing. I played it quite a bit when we were first starting out with gaming. I still like it. I'm just less likely to choose that game over the ones that I listed.
Yeah, I agree. I think Ticket to Ride's a fun game. Biggest problem with me is I don't find it fun after 2 hours.
You're right.
Where that small box game, the small box version, whether it's London or New York, and they might even have a third small box version.
Isn't there like an Amsterdam one?
Yeah,
now?
Amsterdam. You're right. Gives me the exact same feeling in about 30 minutes, and that's a sweet spot for me. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I have bought actually multiple copies of that small box version to give away to friends that aren't into games because it is so accessible.
Yeah. And Roll For It is great too. We play that one a lot with the kids. That may show up on a list soon. Go to the BCBG Discord. We do have, if you haven't seen it yet, there is a new poll up to vote on the next list that I do. So the choices are, I think it's 2-player games, kids games, my first games, like the first games that we bought, that we put in our collection, and actually Jen's favorite games.
Oh.
Yeah. I was able to. I said I would give her a hand with making the list, and I would do the presenting of the list, so she didn't have to do all the work that went along with making a top list. But
You should have saved that one for a stretch goal. That's
a big one.
I'm curious to hear that one. Yeah.
Go to the Discord and vote.
I have my guesses on what her top games are. But I'll be voting.
Yeah, I think I know what. At least I think I could pick what her number one would be. I think. Outside of that, it could be anything. All right. That's right. We're playing a game.
Well, Jen, my goal is when that list is up, I'm gonna be in the chat and I'm gonna guess everyone and try to get them all right and ruin the surprise.
Nope. Not what I thought it was. I need... You know what? I can stay where I'm at, can't I?
You can.
Until I get bumped. So I'm gonna stay where I'm at. I'm gonna pay a Pop 60s Mint. And take this right here.
Makes sense. I'm also gonna stay exactly where I'm at. Build up my hand for some big turn later. That's the whole goal here. Take another card here.
You won't be staying there that long.
And we're gonna draw another one off the top here. Alright.
I'm a wild card you can't guess. I mean, you are a wild card, that's true, but I think I could at least... I mean, unless your number one has changed recently, which is possible. I think I might be able to at least guess a few that would be in your top games, but I may not be able to guess the order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna know more than me, but... I mean, I know definitely Myrmes is probably in the top 3.
Jen hated Myrmes.
Anything with a lot of take that. Some heavy area control where I can send troops at Jen. Those are always fun ones for her.
I mean, she likes Kemet.
That's true.
I'm gonna bump you out of there. I need some. I'm gonna just draw blind, actually.
Alright, so since I got bumped, I have the option of either drawing 2 loyalty cards and potentially mixing them up, or just drawing another blind card, right?
Yes.
I have 7. Now the hand limit is 10, so I will go ahead and take another one because I got some to play.
I must have it bad with Space Hulk being my first board game, other than the old classics like Trouble, Monopoly, etc., etc.
Space Hulk? Wow.
I mean, that's a big first game. Although, one of the first games that Jen and I played was Arkham Horror, and that's a pretty rules-heavy, long game to play. See, from what I've heard, I thought Jen would love take that kind of games, but probably if she's only the aggressor. No, she's not. She doesn't even like to be the aggressor in games necessarily. Yeah, not in games, just in the day-to-day, exactly. Alright, I'm going to now move down to the sales bin. So that's going to go there. This card is going to get discarded.
Wiped it.
One new card's going to go here, and this is going to go on that one. Then I'm going to pay just the one card. Because I only have to pay... I pay one symbol less, and this one only has 2 symbols on it.
I see how you are. You got 3 cards in your collection already. I'm not feeling good about that. Let's see those.
So she just likes to plot with Carl to stop you from winning. They don't plot together. They just plot.
Yeah, I'd say, we play a decent amount of take-that games, but I don't feel like there's anyone has a very specific strategy on any of those. I mean, I know there's some games where I will try to be aggressive and other games where I will try not to and wait for someone else to come at me and then create an enemy for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Sort of thing, like hold those grudges. But TI4 is a perfect example of that.
Right.
That's a game that's designed to have that game day meta of, oh, you came at me?
Yeah, you screwed me earlier, I'm gonna get you now. Yeah, I think for me it's very much like I like going after people in games if that's the intent of the game. I don't like games like if I'm playing a Euro strategy game where somebody can just mess up my stuff. That I hate. Data wants to know how good Jen is with social deduction games. I mean, she's a wild card, so she's pretty hard to pinpoint.
Yeah, what was that game we played? Secrets?
Oh, yeah.
Didn't Jen just run the table on that one?
No, that was Christy.
Oh, was it? Oh.
Yeah, that was Christy.
I remembered somebody just...
Christy was able to... Yeah, Christy was able to, we'd finish the game. So, in... Data, imagine like a social deduction game where your role changes and you don't necessarily know who you are. We would get to the end and Christy would be like, you are this person, you are this person, you are this person, and you are this person. And we'd all flip over and she'd be absolutely right. It's like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Oren wants to know, I missed the very beginning. Can you give me a quick, brief summary of the objective, please. So, high-level basics, we are collecting vinyl records. We're going to be doing that by discarding magazine cards to match the symbols on the record cards so that we can purchase them. Once we have a certain number of cards in a set, then we can retire the set and take one of these tokens, which is going to give us some bonus points.
Speaking of, I send my Disco Meeple up here to the record bin. And I'm going to spend a cowboy boot in the 1960s in a mint condition. Take Bucky Jean Moonquake's album.
Bucky Jean.
Bucky Jean Moonquake. Build up my 1960s country western collection.
Kyler says, wait, there are games where the intent is not to go after people? I'm out. I mean, you don't go after people in Quacks, and you seem to do pretty well in that one.
That's not really a highly confrontational game.
It's not.
Data, have you played Masquerade? See, you mentioned it. I have that game, and I've been trying to get it to the table, and I have not yet. But it looks amazing for like 8 to 16 people, or however many it plays.
Yeah, that one sounds pretty cool. Honestly, if somebody offered a trade for it, and if we didn't already have Secrets, which I think kind of does a similar thing, and I think it would fit a very similar spot in my collection, I probably would have. I go after people in Quacks with my high score. Yeah, that's fair. I'm not collecting any of the. Oh, these shift down.
They should.
This game go on forever. All right. I'm gonna get you out of here, and I'm going to take a. Oh, maybe not. Hold on. No, I'm not. Rewind. Error. I'm gonna go get some cards.
Jen says you still have to play Raise Your Goblet. That's true. You guys have had that game for years, right?
Yes. Yes, we do. Yeah, that one sounds pretty fun too. That actually would have been a fun one to take camping with us.
This guy comes in here, right?
Yes. Allie equals competitive at everything, even if it's just against herself. That sounds about right. Do you think Love Letter would be a good gateway game? Fast, easy, and not rules heavy? I think Love Letter's a great gateway game.
Yeah.
A lot of different versions of it also, so pick your flavor.
Yeah. I hear the Batman one's great.
Yeah,
I think it's out of print and hard to get, but even just regular Love Letter though is fun. It's actually one of the games that when we go on vacation we just keep it in my wife's purse because it comes in a little vinyl pouch. It's 18 cards or whatever. We actually ended up playing it in restaurants so much on vacation that I had to sleeve my copy because we'd be throwing it on the table and get wet and all that. So, nice, simple, quick, fun game for sure.
We have the Hobbit Love Letter.
Oh, that's right. That's a good one too.
Yep, and that's got the One Ring, which has some special rules, and then we also have the Archer Love Letter, just because it's Archer. Yeah, hilarious.
Well, I painted myself into a pickle here. I don't want to bump and give you more stuff. That's no fun. You know what? We're gonna jump down here to the sales bin. It's gonna cause us to lose another card from our row, which is fine. So now this is jumping over.
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries.
Alright, so I've got a little discount here, and we are going to... we're going to purchase this jazz album here for a discounted rate and start a little jazz party. Jazz party. Cheaper cards.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know his name, but he has good knowledge with board games also. That is really cool. Oh, Carl?
Oh, me? Hi.
Yeah, this is my buddy Carl. He's actually the one that got me started in board gaming, so all of this is his fault.
Sorry, Jen.
Yeah, he happens to live very close to us, so he's a regular gamer over here. We play at least once a week.
Yeah. For sure.
Sometimes more if we can help it.
More if possible. All this streaming gets in the way of gaming, though.
What are we doing right now?
Actually, right now, this is bonus game night. So we have a game of Barrage tomorrow night.
Yes.
Which I don't know if you're familiar with that one. I don't know if that would be much of a stream-worthy game. So I think
It'd be a lot of me going.
Yeah, I think it would be significantly a significant downtime with brains exploding throughout. But we'll see. It's also, from what I hear, pretty take that, so looking forward to it.
It's exciting.
Nice to meet you too, Data. Data?
Data?
I don't know how it's pronounced. One of those two. Coral?
Carlo's basically our board game pusher.
Yes.
Yeah, did you see that sale on... Yeah.
So
Yeah, in fact...
that is true. So the benefits of living so close is that if there's a game that I'm interested in but don't necessarily want to get myself...
He just brought over today the Rajas of the Ganges goodie box. So I'm excited to add some more stuff to that game.
And this is one that I'm super excited for too, Vinyl. I was telling Clay and Jen at Gen Con, this is one I almost picked up a couple of years ago when it first came out. And for whatever reason, passed on it, but always had it in the back of my head, and I really want to play that game. And now
Here we are.
Yeah.
Alright, so now I got...
But I'm not totally a jerk and just make them buy games themselves.
He's got a pretty sizable collection of his own.
I buy a lot of games too.
I think you outpaced us once we... about the time I left my old job. You started outpacing us. I think you've probably overtaken us now. So I've got limited 60s pop.
So my biggest problem with gaming is I find myself being too much of a completionist. And where like Clay can say, I don't need that expansion. I'm fine with what I have. If I hear a game that I halfway enjoy has more stuff out there, I tend to track it down and then have to have it and then won't touch it for who knows how long. I mean, hopefully my wife's not watching the stream, but at Gen Con I got this big game, just a massive game, because it looked really cool. I've never played it, but before I even opened the box when I got home, I bought 6 more expansions for it before I even opened the base game. Just because I have an addiction to
It's fine. It's all fine.
completionism. Yeah, it's fine.
It's all fine. It's fine.
Eventually I'll play it. Maybe next week. Who knows? Probably. But anyway, I should probably take my turn. Oh boy.
Dave says I need the Champions of Midgard expansion. Actually, that's one that I would like to play on stream. The
Yeah.
actually, I like both of the expansions quite a bit.
Yes. That. Yeah.
Valhalla is like
Midgard's a solid game by itself, but those expansions make it a great game.
You sure you want to admit that on channels game developers might be watching? What's that? What are we admitting to?
Completionism? I mean, yeah, there's some games. So my biggest guilty pleasure, it's on Clay's shelf somewhere, is Aeon's End. I don't know if you've ever talked about it, but it's it fills up. So I've got similar cubes. That one game fills up over 3 cubes of my collection. And I just, every time they release something new on Kickstarter, it's like, yep, give it to me.
Yeah.
Just give it to me. I love it. But I do try to only do that for games that I want to play.
Right, yeah. And that's my big thing too, is like, yeah, I don't have a problem turning down expansions, mainly because of shelf space.
Yeah.
Like that's a big part of it. Like if I can't fit it in the base game, I'm probably not gonna get it. There are some exceptions to that rule, but
We're gonna bump you here.
hey, alright.
I'm gonna do my boots, which is a boot with 70. Mint. And limited edition. Take the Georgia Train.
I'll take that limited edition card.
How dare you?
How dare I?
So now that I've got this set going, really right now I have a mixed set, correct? Or is it pure set?
I think that's a pure,
Oh,
because
because
the
I have-
genre is all the same, and you're matching at least one more.
Gotcha. In a mixed set, you can have different genres, or the genres still have to be the same?
Mixed set, you can have different genres. Come to think of it, does that mean that this isn't even a set? Because of the 70s one here?
Quite possibly.
I might be in trouble.
Well, you look at that. 47 more add-on mods for me. Oh boy. If you have a game that's on my shelf, there's a good chance I'll track it down. RimWorld. Nice.
I'm not familiar with RimWorld.
Well, while Clay's looking that up, I'm going to talk to you people. So, I'm guessing a lot of you saw Clay's stream of his top 39 games for 39. What are your guys' favorite board game? Except for Jen. Jen, you can't say it because you're
Yeah,
you're
no
going to be doing
spoilers.
your own here. But everybody else, I'm curious. Like what? I mean, most of my gaming is with these guys and a couple other people that live in the area. So I'm always curious about what other people are playing and really enjoying these days.
Jesus says I'm not a very good person in RimWorld, though. Oh yeah, Orin and Kylaris really like Mysterium.
Oh, yeah. Mysterium is one that I had for a few years. I don't think I have it anymore.
I just sold my copy
Yeah, because you got Mysterium Parks, right?
Yes.
Which, kind of going back to that Ticket to Ride thing, like it's a streamlined, quicker version of an enjoyable experience.
I like the fact that that's becoming an option now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like all these games that I started off playing, now I can find these shorter, streamlined version of them, so I can still kind of go back and play them in like a very quick time frame. You know, it's not a full game night thing, but I can still kind of get the same feel.
Oren, do you like being the ghost in Mysterium? Because that was my biggest, not issue with the game. I still enjoyed it, but I always wanted to not be the ghost. But every time I played it, it was with new people, and I was always the one that knew the game the best and would have to be the ghost to run it. And so ultimately, I was like, I just want to be an investigator. I think I did play one time in that role, and it was fun.
Yeah, and there are a few other games out now that do kind of similar things, like Obscurio. Sounds like it's very Mysterium-like, which I still haven't had a chance to play yet, but one of these days. Man, I enjoyed, what's it called, with winter in the title? I think you're thinking of Dead of Winter.
Dead of Winter.
Which
It's up there somewhere.
Do I still have it?
I think so. It has been years since I played that game. But that was one of the very early games I played in the hobby, and I remember how it blew me away with how different the experience was.
Yes.
For sure. Like, the trainer mechanism, just different.
I might have sold that one.
Really?
Yeah. Because it was over by... I have Forgotten Waters now, which is a very similar style of game. But it's app-driven, and it's more cooperative.
I think we lost track of where we were.
Yeah. Whose turn was it?
I think it was your turn, because I think
it was.
bumped you.
So, I don't know what happens, though, because, this is not legal.
Uh-oh.
Because this does not match... Like, these are fine, because I have at least two.
I think you let the audience decide,
so
how do we fix this?
Yeah, because otherwise it doesn't match.
I vote for negative 40 points. I'll be right back.
Let's see. I still...
Tapster?
Yeah. I'm still technically matching one attribute. So I could still count that as a mixed collection. Right? Because the genre is an attribute.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, Dead of Winter, that was fun. Played that several times. Yeah, oh my gosh, these fruit flies are driving me nuts. I don't know where they're coming from either. I think you sold Dead of Winter. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I sold that one. I need to make another sales post and clear off a little bit more space. I don't even know if I can claim that. People just usually don't pick up on the way I see things and the clues I'm trying to give. Yeah, Jen and I don't tend to do well. If there's a game where we are trying to give each other clues and get them to guess something, her and I, like, our brains just don't work in the same way when it comes to that kind of stuff.
All right. So what was decided? That's
so I think it still counts as a mixed collection because I'm still matching an attribute.
Okay.
Right? I'm still matching one of the attributes. I just can't call it a pure collection. So I'd have to take the mixed for the lower points.
Because for pure, you would need all the attributes?
Not all the attributes, but all of the genres would have to match, and at least one other attribute would have to match.
Gotcha. It says Space Hulk #1. I've never actually played Space Hulk, so...
Lords of Waterdeep is great.
Oh, yeah.
Biblios!
I love
Biblios is a great game.
Love it. Love it.
Century Spice Road. I have the Gollum edition. I actually have the Gollum edition signed by Emerson Matsuuchi, the designer. We saw him. He was at the booth when I bought it from Gen Con a few years back. Memoir 44 is pretty good. I've only ever played that digital, but that one would be a fun one to have, like, to play live, I think.
I've never played it. This one's always been on my list to try, though.
Dungeon Roll, Tiny Epic Galaxies. I'd like to get my hands on that one. I have Tiny Epic Pirates, and we really like that. And I think Tiny Epic Galaxies looks like the best of the Tiny Epic line that I've seen so far. Dice Forge.
Oh, I like Dice Forge.
Dice Forge is awesome. Yeah. Above and Below, I have not played.
Yeah, I have not either. I have Near and Far, but I have not even cracked it open yet. But I do love Ryan Laukait's vision, his art.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I've not played his games to know if I enjoy his games, but I like everything about what he does. So.
He's a Renaissance man. Yeah. It's a great list, Data.
Yeah, lots of good variety in there, that's for sure. Definitely some favorites of mine. Like I said, Biblios is
I think Biblios,
great.
out of that list, Biblios is probably the one that rates highest for me.
Oh, for me, for sure. I love Biblios. Lords of Waterdeep I really enjoy as well.
Data, do you have the Lords of Waterdeep expansion? The Scoundrels of Skullport expansion? I probably look nuts. I keep swatting at these fruit flies.
Well, there was just one, and there's two now.
Yeah.
Multiplying.
Alright. I'm going to go... We're going to go down here to the sales bin. And I'm going to spend a pop of 70s to take Hoot. Hang up the phone. I'm getting one on cards.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was just thinking too. Which means it's a good time for me to jump up there before you do. Does this guy bump you then?
I think he does.
Darn.
Jen says, I'm glad you said there were flies because I really thought you guys were losing it. Where's the two-player? Bot bit.
Well, I'm gonna just draw mine.
Yeah, you'd have to finish yours before I can do mine anyway.
Yep. It's on the back page of the book, I believe.
Ah! On a player's turn, the NPC is bumped. If the NPC is bumped, it is advanced clockwise to the next store location, except for the front counter. If during the move a player is bumped, that player performs the associated bump action.
Alright, Data says they don't have the expansion, but for the most part, we pick Champions of Midgard over Lords of Waterdeep, but you love the classic theme of Lords of Waterdeep, and the box insert is so amazing. I don't disagree with that at all. I really like both of those games, Waterdeep and Midgard. I think Waterdeep is just a very pure worker placement game.
Yes.
Midgard has all the dice rolling and everything, which adds excitement and all this cool stuff. But Waterdeep is just kind of a classic.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think that's a pretty accurate assessment of it. It's Lords of Waterdeep is a pretty pure worker placement.
And I know what you mean
I'd
about
probably bring
that.
them out in completely different situations.
Yeah. I know what you mean about that insert. it was probably the first insert I ever saw where like every piece fits into a certain spot. And I loved it. And then eventually I've grown to the point where I hate inserts. And Waterdeep was actually one of them. I finally was like, you know what? I could fit the expansion in the box if I get rid of the insert. So
I had to go that route too.
Tossed. And actually, I just got a brand new game last week. The new second edition of Great Western Trail, which is one of my favorite games of all time. And it has this beautiful not wood, that'd be crazy. Beautiful blue.
It weighed 80 pounds.
Molded insert where everything has its own spot. And I used it. After my first play, I put it back. And then when I pulled it out the second time, it was like, I just have it in my head. I'd rather bag everything. And the big decision for me on that one was getting all the player components in one bag at a piece, so that when I set up the game, I could just toss somebody, hey, you're red player, here's everything you need. I don't have to go here, 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 and here in the insert. But it took me a long time. And another secret, I don't always throw away my inserts. Sometimes I just put them in the closet just in case.
What are you planning on doing with those?
Maybe I'll change my mind about inserts in the future and want to put it back.
I mean, I'm kind of the same way where especially with shelf space being in a premium, I gotta be able to fit the expansion in the box, in the base box if I can. Jen says, I really like both of those, but you are right, I would pick Champions. Orin says, I had a lot of fun watching Lords of Waterdeep on tabletop. That was a good episode. It was just, it was funny because, yeah, Will kept getting screwed over and he got so mad. And it was hilarious. Alright. What's out there?
You were gonna come visit me at the magazine rack.
Yeah, you thought so, didn't you? Rock in the 50s. Grab that tone.
Alright. Oh, slide these bad boys down.
Oh, yeah.
Alright,
It feels like there's lyrics. There's not lyrics, but they're singing something that's annoying.
Alright, we're doing another bump for you. You're welcome.
Yeah.
We're gonna do simply the boot in the 70s to at a discount.
Boot in 70s. Is there anything else on that boot?
Oh, sorry. Limited edition. Or 70s with the
I'll take the 70s.
Slide these down. Oh, flip that over.
I had to remove the insert of my copy of first edition Descent Journeys in the Dark. Nothing would fit back in it. Oh, speaking of, I just watched Shut Up and Sit Down's review of the new Descent.
I haven't seen that one.
No? Oh, okay.
I mean, I've seen some reviews of it, but not theirs.
Never mind. I will let you experience that for yourself.
It's a very polarizing game. I know it's
Yes.
not third edition, but it's what Descent in the Dark or something. Some of the reviews have been amazing, and others have been
The Secret Cabal
Very
guys seem to
opposite.
really like it. To me, that seems like a lot of money to pay. I mean, I know it's a big game and there's a lot of stuff in it, but I paid less than that for Gloomhaven.
Yeah, Gloomhaven's got a lot of game.
Now I'm gonna go get my curds. And we will take those two. Damn. Probably should have gotten
Oh,
those.
are we supposed to trash one of these?
Did that one get bumped?
That one moved from here last turn.
Oh, yes, then that should go away. So we'll shift down. Goes there. That goes there. You can still purchase that one, by
Sure,
the way. Yeah,
sure.
it doesn't stop you from...
You know, nice collection of cards.
I'm really into pop music right now.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I'm still into my country western from the 60s and 70s.
That sounds about right.
Alright. I feel like I'm gonna get some cards here.
Secret Cabal are huge Spartacus the board game fans. Yeah. I've heard him talk about it multiple times. I'm not familiar with any of the I'm not familiar with that game at all. But I do know that they love that game.
And I bumped you, so you get either to cycle your loyalty cards or draw a free card from the top. And it is all pop all the time. That's what I hear.
That's totally me.
It's, for those of you on the stream, it's really weird. Like, every time I come over for game night, it's non-stop Britney Spears. Like,
Constantly.
and not even the good Britney stuff, like the post-crazy Britney stuff.
That's the draw one from here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just doing that.
Nice. I like the sound of that.
Nice. You're in trouble now. Alright. I think I'm gonna retire a collection.
Whoa!
I'm gonna retire this collection.
That'd be your mixed collection
That's
of 4.
Mixed collection of 4. And then man, it's a long board. We're gonna go here.
Hey, that's
Actually,
bump for me. All right. About time.
Some 70s jazz. Limited edition.
Wow. I see how we are.
I'm not into pop anymore. I'm into jazz.
Apparently now we're competing over collections of 70s jazz.
Ooh, dang it.
And with that bump, I either get a card from the top, which I'll take.
Clay Vessel's top 100 Britney Spears songs of all time.
Add that to the Discord channel for an option for a future video. Clay's top 39 Britney Spears songs for 39.
I don't think I could name 39. Hey, this one exists.
That makes sense. Alright, so I got my bump. Now I get my turn. We're gonna go for a discount here. We will do just a saxophone to get the discount in this one. Call it good.
I think I'm gonna stay put. Use my limited edition 60s jazz to get this one. I would totally vote for that. You would. I missed it. Did you throw an expansion in, or just playing bass? Well, we have the top shelf expansion in. So the top shelf expansion up here will let us, once we have collected 2 of these collection tokens, we can flip them in order to take one of the top shelf albums. That top shelf album will give us a special ability that we can do once per game. I love that every single album is different. Like, each album has its own unique artwork and everything. That's kind of cool. Oh, that's a green album. That doesn't on the shelf very well.
Alright, so I'm gonna go up here to the layaway actually. And we're gonna lay away this bad boy. I just have to match one of something, right? And I can even take from the sale bin? I'm assuming?
I think so.
That's what I thought too. So we're
I'm
gonna
pretty
lay
sure.
away Charles Burrow here.
Fairly certain.
Jim Vance. Let me know if that's not legal.
I'll let you know.
Nice. They are so cool looking. Are you talking about me and Clay? That makes sense.
Oh, the expansions.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, that's fine too.
Yeah, they look alright. Yeah, I definitely want to try throwing it. Actually, I'm already wondering if with this bumping mechanism, more players would be better.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I think that's the key to it is figuring out where you can go to help you without helping anyone else.
Right.
Har har.
Time for some more Kierds.
Nobody bumps away right now.
Still too blind. Too blind. Okay. Okay. Okay.
That's interesting. Interesting. Like it. I have a question. How do wildcards work in this game?
I think they just replace one of the symbols. I think you can use it to replace any one of the...
So it would have to be the same genre still? It's just wild within that genre. Makes sense. Otherwise, why would they put the genre on the wild card?
Yeah.
Alright, well, just rained at my parade. So, fortunate.
Well, I mean, you don't have to match the genre to purchase a card.
That's true. I could just use the wild as a symbol.
Yeah.
Just blew my mind here, Clay. Blew my mind.
So many players were just banned from NW. They had to use family sharing on Steam to play again. But his level 1 tune only work around to play again or lose their game $40. Why were they banned? They had to use family sharing on Steam to play again, but as a level 1. Only work around to play again or lose their game. Wow.
We just bumped you.
You bumped me!
Cycle your loyalty. What is NW?
New World.
New World. Okay.
New World is a new MMO. Oh, they were cheating using exploits. Okay.
Interesting.
Oren. Carl is a big fan of Star Wars Galaxies.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that was the only MMO I ever played, and I had to quit when I got married because it was sucking my life away. But I loved Star Wars Galaxies and spent way too much time in there, but enjoyed every second of it. That was a long, long time ago, though. Must have been 20 years. Star Wars Galaxy was so good. Still remember, I had a Zabrak combat medic. And, yeah. It was pretty solid. But that was a long time ago. We've talked about that before?
Oh. Oh, maybe I did mention that to you. Yeah, you may be right.
Yeah.
Apparently Amazon is working on getting them off of family accounts too. Oh, wow. Not messing around. Alright. Alright.
Zabrak Bounty Hunter. Nice.
We're gonna go back down here. Hey.
I remember when Jedis were first introduced into Galaxies. Because they didn't have them at the beginning. That was That was crazy seeing so many people try to spam to become a Jedi at one time. It was pretty awesome though. Because they all needed a combat medic. Value.
Banehammer.
Banehammer. Wheel. No, I'm gonna loop right back to where I'm at and do this again. Draw 2 from the top. Oh no.
Ooh, Data says Star Wars Galaxy's combat medic was OP, very OP. The Poncho Boys, thanks for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. How is everybody doing tonight?
You know.
How was the stream? If this is your first time here, my name is Clay. This is Beer City Board Games. Tonight I'm playing Vinyl with my buddy Carl. We are doing fantastic. Big time wook. What were y'all streaming tonight? Spent the night chatting with the peeps and painting minis. Cool.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
We're actually
Hey,
just-
thanks for the follow, Yummy.
We're actually just talking about how this game could use some painted minis. That's
Yeah.
for sure. They the Kickstarter version came with custom guitar meeples.
Throw it up on the green screen.
So there's all kinds of cool guitar meeples, but they're all the same shade of gray. So on a stream, that's not going to do any good. So just telling Clay he's got to paint these bad boys.
Yeah. Actually, I've been talking about doing my own painting stream on my of my own at some point. Just trying to get set up. Rebel
Beer and
Soul,
Board Games.
thanks for the follow. Yeah, Beer and Board Games, I'm in. Perfect.
That's why I'm
Yeah, you're welcome here. Minis for Runebound. Oh, sweet. Yeah, those could look really cool painted up. Yeah, you know what would be really cool is if I could find some way to give them, like some of these with like a nice metallic paint on the body. I think that would look sweet.
Yeah, I think there's like a V electric guitar. There's an acoustic guitar. So it's all kinds of cool models, but
Hollow body, and there's a bass.
I think they missed their mark by putting them all the same color. It's kind of hard to use on a stream.
Yeah, or at least like give it like a little bass, like a little clip-on bass, like they do with like Simon does. I gotta get to bed, but y'all keep rocking it. Nice to meet you. Yeah, Yummy, thanks again for the follow. Thanks for stopping in. We really appreciate it. Hope you have a great night. All right. Did you do your turn?
I did. I
Okay.
recircled on drawing cards, so it's all you.
Man. Because I wanted to draw cards.
You can still draw cards. You
Yeah,
just
but
give
then I
me a
gotta
nice
give you
little bump.
stuff. I won't give you stuff.
It's fine. Right. Look at all your cards. You can
I'll
give me a few.
give you stuff. Unfortunately, I don't really like the ones that are out there, so I'm gonna draw two off the top.
Yeah, we've been at a stagnant card row for about 30 minutes where none of us want any of the garbage that's out there. And I will continue to top draw. Alright, back to me, huh? Well, now that you're gone, I'm gonna jump over there and not give you that bonus.
Man.
But of course, I completely forgot what I was gonna do over there. I think I had a plan.
And it's out the window.
It's out the window because I remembered I did not have the cards I needed to do that. All right, so let's. Oh no, it wasn't. I did have the cards. No, I didn't. Never mind. It's all out the window.
Emotional roller coaster.
It is. It is. These, this is a set collection game with a lot of card options to choose from.
And a lot of stuff you got to pay attention
And then
to
you-
on each of the cards.
And then you realize, oh wait, I don't have one of the multiple options I need there. So in actuality, I can't even do that action because I am maxed out there. So guess what? I'm going to circle back and do the same thing.
Hey-o.
Give you a little bump. And draw my last 2 cards to max out my hand and hopefully not get what I needed.
One off the top. Big time Wook. Thanks so much for the follow. Hey guys, if you're just joining us, we had Carl asked a question earlier what your favorite board game was. So if you've got one, throw it in the chat. We'd love to learn what you like.
Yeah,
Oh, Rebel Soul. I don't know if I mentioned it, if I caught your follow earlier too, but I appreciate that as well. I don't know if I said that or not, but just in case. If I did, I'd appreciate it twice as much as the rest of them.
Yeah, we had some good talk about Mysterium. Space Hulk came up, even though unfortunately I'm one of those losers that's never had a chance to play Space Hulk.
Wow, I never had a chance to play it. What are you saying?
I guess we're both losers, and we gotta do that.
Carl's like, if the shoe fits.
Well, next convention, we're gonna go to the library and pull out a copy of Space Hulk and try it.
We're just bringing Data to Michigan.
That'll work too.
He'll bring his copy.
Data, where are you from? I mean, I've been on the chats during this stream before, and I guess I assumed you were local.
That is a really tough one. Let me say, tabletop is HeroClix.
Ah,
Okay, cool. Special place in my heart game is Arkham Horror. Nice. Big time. I'm assuming 2nd edition Arkham Horror? Correct me if I'm wrong. It was Pancho Boy's first really big game that we got that pushed us into the hobby. Awesome. Awesome, that's cool. Honestly, Arkham Horror was one of the first games that my wife and I really got into. It was one of those games. Like, I love that. That was like the first game where I was like, oh, I can make a whole day out of this. Ooh, 1st edition. Wow. All right. So you're old school. I like it. Okay. Alright.
still picking up 1st edition expansions. Nice. That's my style
Oh,
too.
wow.
Yeah. Just keep grabbing the stuff. Love it.
What did it count in 2009? Clay, top 10 budget Christmas board game gifts. Oh. Data, throw that in the Discord. Throw that in the Discord list suggestions channel, and I will definitely think about doing that. That's a really great suggestion.
I know I already threw out my suggestion for that earlier.
Oh,
Get
we're
those.
not doing that.
No, the budget board games, the mini boxes of Ticket to Ride. The
Oh,
mini versions,
yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the list, and I was like,
Oh no! No, budget board game for Christmas. Get the mini Ticket to Ride. It's a hit for everybody. But I'm sure Clay will come up with a lot better examples. That's just off the cuff.
Yeah, that's a good suggestion. Speaking of the Discord, any of you new folks here, if you are interested, Oren.
Oh, Lauren.
If you're interested, there is a BCBG Discord. There's a link to it in the About section. Go ahead and join up, and we've got some good discussion going on there about tabletop games. I've got a poll up right now for the next list that I will do. Streamlabs is on point. Nice. Pulls up the link right there. I love it. Yeah, just so we're trying to get a online game of Werewolf going. We've got a vote going up for the next list that I do. All kinds of fun stuff. So go check out the BCBG Discord if you got a chance. I need stuff that's not out there.
Do you need microphones? Because I got a whole bunch of those.
I don't need microphones. You know what I need? I need more cowbell. But instead, I'm going to settle for some jazz. Was that the one you were saving up for? I got the wild and the jazz and wild jazz and mint.
Yeah. Ooh. Clay, you might have just made my day with that one.
Oh no! For that big country collection you got going on there.
Maybe just. Yeah, you made my day. You made my day. Thank you so much, sir. Now we're gonna go over here. Because I can do boots with the mint and fur. We can do. We'll just throw this bad boy out there for the limited edition. And this wild for the 50s. Oh no.
Ooh, you gonna just throw that wild away?
No, we're gonna use this regular 50s from the 50s instead. Oh, but you get to pick from one of these, don't you? There's 4 of them, there's 1 of them. There's 3 of them, right?
Yeah, 3, 4.
And that'll get me that. And I believe anytime on my turn I can close out a...
Yeah, either before or after your action.
So this would be a pure 5, right? Because I got 5
Pure
mints.
5.
Ooh, pure 5. It's about time.
Buddy.
That pure 5, that's a 17-point chip there. Team Nora. That's what we're calling ourselves.
Post it on the BCB Discord. Thanks, Data. That's a great suggestion, actually. I like that a lot. Take that country one.
Yeah. Country. And let's draw another one. Whoops. Indigo Shallow. Knowledge Bomb.
I like this Smooch Brain Teaser album cover. That's pretty cool. Let's go get some more magazines. Okay.
Took my Jazz 70s card, didn't you?
I did.
Sure did.
Sure did. Is there any more jazz out there?
No. No. That's pickle.
Kind of a problem.
It's fine. It's fine. I didn't really want it anyway.
Oh, also just throwing it out there, if you want to see what my favorite games are, I recently did a top 39 games for my 39th birthday, which was back in September. That video, I think that VOD's still up on Twitch. If not, you can find it on my YouTube channel. But you can go check that out if you want to see what kind of games I like.
just goes on the highest value of this row, right? It should be the country one this time.
Yes. That is correct.
I forgot I reserved a jazz album earlier. So I can at least get my.
Can I buy that
trips.
from you?
Yeah. Sure.
Cost you twice as much.
Give me that token, that point token.
Yeah. This stack of albums is probably worth more.
It's true. Plenty of country albums in the discount rack.
Yeah.
Help yourself.
Even in games, I can't purchase country.
And for a
My
thematic,
apologies if you like country music.
well, I was gonna say for a thematic experience. What's your favorite 1960s country song? That's what we want to know.
I mean, to be fair, growing up,
Yeah, that's actually good country.
like my family, like my grandpa played country music. All of my I grew up listening to old country music. I just don't know any of the new stuff. I don't. Did our music stop?
Did get very quiet.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Nope. There it is. That was weird. I wonder if it just paused or something. Alright, I'm gonna stay where I'm at. Because I don't like any of the cards that I actually have.
Of course you would.
I didn't notice that there was a hand limit. Did you see that when you were going?
Yeah, 10
cards, okay.
It's on your player board there. Alright. Bump you. Do that. So, I guess we will. Look at just bumping you. Why not, right?
It's the thing to do.
Bump you. So I'm gonna go here for a freebie. Well, not freebie, I paid for it. Play this microphone. 1970s for this microphone. Yeah. So this gun is like a mixed thing.
That'll be mixed.
And so I now want to try to get different combinations of eras, or is it all different types?
For this one, just as long as you are keeping the genre the same, you're fine.
Okay.
Just like I have not been able to do, I have not done anything but mixed the whole time. We getting close to that halfway point there?
Yep, one more.
One more? Alright. 1960 would be Going to Memphis by Johnny Cash. Memphis. I've listened to a lot of Johnny Cash, but I don't remember going to. Why? I don't remember going to Memphis.
I would not call myself a Johnny Cash aficionado. I have enjoyed most of what I've heard of Johnny Cash, but I also wouldn't say I recognize that one either. Data, I think we missed it. You said you were from Washington, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Love that area. I've been up there twice in the last few years, and oh man, I just love the Pacific Northwest. If I was to ever have to move or just decided to move for whatever reason, I think that'd be the area of the country I'd want to go to.
I'm gonna come down here to the discount bin. Get this rock album.
Next time we have to draw a card, I believe we wipe this out and we wipe that out.
Is it when the next time we have to draw one, or is it
I believe it's the next time we
when
have
that?
to draw. That's how the game end is triggered, at least. Weather is nice and cool most of the time, other than the rain here and there. Yeah. Can understand that.
If it's drawn during the maintenance phase. Okay. Yep, you're right.
Yeah, the last time I was out in Washington, we did it was a family vacation. We did the mountains. We did hiking for 3 or 4 days in the mountains. We did a couple of days in Seattle, and yeah, just really got to enjoy the nature side of Washington and the coolness of the city. Previous time I was there for work, where I drove and visited people for 2 weeks and drove down to Southern Oregon and back, and just stopped at a lot of different places. Coos Bay, I think, is where I ended up, and then drove back to Seattle area and fly home. But, yeah, great area, that's for sure.
Yeah, I've never visited the PNW, but I would like to at some point.
Hey, I got a question I should have probably asked at the beginning of the game. So if I buy a card, does the sorry, I'm more at the sales bin sort of area. Do you still have to have a card that matches the genre, or can that be one of the things that you get the discount on?
I think for the sales bin you still had to match the genre, but the other things you could discount any number of the other, or one of the other attributes. Sales bin. When you collect from the sales bin, you may pay one less attribute. However, you must match the genre.
Alright, cool. Well, I will stay exactly where I'm at here. And we will go microphone heavy again. We'll go microphone in 1960s. Take this bad boy. And you know what? I'm just gonna cash it in right now before the end of my turn. So that'll be a 3 mixed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I just take one name back. This last one. Alright.
Slide down.
Oh.
Now, we reset the magazine rack, so those get wiped.
Thank goodness. Well, hope you like microphones.
I don't. Remove sales bin items and place them off to the side of the board. Discard those. And
Everything
refill
down.
store aisles. Yep, shift everything down.
Max Boarding House, aka Card Kingdom, is here in Washington. Massive board game store with a large-scale restaurant inside. Huge room with tables to play games also. The mall of board games.
Oh.
Nice. What city is that in, Max Boarding House? I swear, is that like north of Seattle? I want to say when I was in Seattle, I was wanting to visit a board game shop, but it was like something we were going to have to Uber to because we were staying here downtown, and I was like, I don't want to do that. But man, Max Boarding House sounds familiar.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a few years ago though.
Data, you putting us up for a while we come to visit that shop? Northwest Seattle?
Northwest Seattle.
Been there?
I did not go there, but that name sounds so familiar, so it's probably the place that I was wanting to go to that we just couldn't make work. So I'll tell you what, that museum near the Space Needle was so cool. Like, I remember the Pearl Jam exhibit was just awesome.
Ooh.
Like, I loved it.
I was just showing Darren the Into the Wild soundtrack. I don't think he had heard that yet. That's a great soundtrack.
Yeah. You won't believe they even have secret rooms for birthday party and yes, fake doors to go inside.
Oh, really? That's kind of cool. Let's see.
Yeah, birthday party at a board game store? That sounds pretty awesome.
I mean, that's pretty much what we do for...
We did that on your birthday.
Yeah.
We went to a board game store and, I mean, we're a little further into the Beer City side of the name.
Yeah.
At that point, so the board game side didn't... We had to keep it pretty light.
we for my birthday we went out, Jen and I, Carl and his wife, and another couple that we frequently hang out with. We spent the day going around to a lot of different local breweries, and then we stopped at, there's a place here in the Grand Rapids area called
House Rules.
House Rules, and it's a big board game bar, basically. So we went there to kind of cap off the night and hung out, played some games. Trying to figure out how few cards I can spend to get what I want.
Push the bookshelf to go inside. Oh, that sounds good. Hey.
I'm gonna bump. I'll spend a lot of cards to get this jazz album.
And so my bump options are either taking one of the cards you put back, or how does that work? Adding it to a collection? Like, I'm assuming I'd have to discard the card, right?
You can discard the cards. So you'd have to discard a jazz card
Gotcha.
to finish the purchase.
Okay. Cool. So I guess,
Yeah, Data, that place sounds really cool.
how many cards did you play? Just these two?
No, I also played this one.
Alright, well, cool. That's kind of helpful for me. We'll take that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's go. I'm going to jump down here. Oops, in the 70s. No.
Alright, I'm going to turn in my 4 mixed rock albums. Mixed token. I'm going to flip my 2 tokens. Take a top shelf
Totally
card.
meant to do that and forgot about doing that last round.
And this one lets me draw,
Draw
5
cards,
magazine
right?
cards, yeah.
Nice. That's like 2.5 turns that just saved you right there. Impressive.
Ooh, I'm still letting my hand load.
Nice. Nice.
Look.
Whoa!
Don't look! Spoilers. Then actually this gets replaced permanently, I believe, with Mr. Jeremy Howard. I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Yeah, that's to get a bunch of cards.
Yeah.
Why not?
We're gonna spend those to grab this.
Oh man, that's a fun mixer. Huh? That's impressive. Alright, back to me, it appears.
It's like that this album name is The Playtesters.
Great. Well, I think it's time for me to get some cards up here. Put this guy down. I'll just take these 2.
It's supposed to get... Okay. I'm gonna come down here. That to get. I'll grab this one.
Lots of movement.
That's what it's saying.
Lots of movement.
And I'm actually going to turn in this one. This is a 5 mixed.
stay right here. Draw 2 for the top. See what happens. Do you mind if I continue my turn before you start yours?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, I just want to flip these. So I keep forgetting, it's like 3 games
Oh.
in a row. And I think I'm actually just going to take this and flip one here.
Yeah. That's been good. Dave says had to step away. How's the game going? It's going good. I'm liking it so far.
Yeah, it's got a really nice... I guess the way that the options cycle a lot, like there's very rare instances where on my turn I look at it and go, well, nothing's happened. Like there's always something new on the board to kind of make you think.
Yes.
And you know, we kind of mentioned earlier like that we could both already tell like there was 1 more player or 2 more players, like the flow of the game would probably be even better because you'd be cycling through stuff even quicker. But it's definitely a solid 2-player game. It moves the way it should.
Yeah, I would say that the pacing is pretty good. There's not a lot of downtime in between.
Yeah.
It's pretty quick back and forth. The fact that we're splitting this pile into 2, it does make it kind of feel like the 2 halves of the game go a little bit long. But again, with more players, I almost think with more players this is going to be a very quick game.
Yeah, I would say so.
Taking out the theme, what mechanics are in this one? Worker placement, set collection.
Yeah, very basic worker placement.
Yeah.
But a pretty interesting set collection because every card has, you know, potentially 4 different things that you need to combo to make the collections work. And 3 different ways to group your collections. So
Yep.
basic worker placement and pretty decent set
The set collection is kind of the meat of the game. Hot take after 1 play, half a play.
Yeah.
But that's how it's feeling so far. Well, I can't stay here.
You don't have to go home. You can't stay there.
So I guess we're gonna go here. Because it's really about the only good option I've got. Those to grab this pop album.
Moody Jewels. And I get to draw a card for my bump ability. And for my action, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to play my layaway card finally by discarding that saxophone card. I guess discarding that too. I had the 70s, needed the saxophone. This is a pure 70s. I don't think it makes sense to hold on to this, so I'm going to dump that for one of these bad boys. And in my turn.
Alright. I'm gonna go get some more of these. Let's see. I'm gonna grab Can we shuffle up that deck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I do really like the theme of this game, though, too. It's different. There are not that many music-themed games that I'm aware of. I know there was like a card game called Record at some point. Came in a little box that looked like a Marshall amp. Outside of that, and this one, I can't really think of.
Okie dokie.
Stretching
it, stretching it a little
all
bit,
right,
but,
yeah, that's. You are technically correct.
Okie dokie is a solo card game about putting orchestra musicians in an order. It's not really thematic, but it's actually pretty solid.
Yeah. No, it's a good game. Yeah, for sure. Data says, "Oh wow, this is by a new game designer named Eric Alvarado, and his first game at that." Yeah, he was actually at the booth when we bought the game at Gen Con.
Alvarado card right there.
Yep.
Oh, that's not gonna show up on the.
It's
green.
might,
Probably
yeah,
not be invisible. Oh, it does.
kinda. Yeah.
So that's one of the expansion cards. Has his name on it. As a fake album.
All right. So I went up there. I took one card from the face up.
That's what. Alright. Jump over here.
Did you get him to sign your copy? This one I did not get signed. Probably could have if I had asked them.
This is expensive, but I think I gotta do it.
Could be the next Eric Lang. Actually, funny story, Data. While we were sitting in the lobby of our hotel room playing games, the table next to us was Eric Lang, Jason Levine, who else was there? I mean, Daryl Andrews was hanging out in the lobby too. I mean, there were quite a few board game names. And that's the cool thing, I think, about going to the conventions like that. If you're really into tabletop games and you know these designers, there's a really good chance you could meet them.
Yeah.
I hate you. Sorry, Data.
Yeah, I mean, between the different Gen Cons we've been to in the past and in Grand Con, there's a lot of good.
Yeah.
I mean, just met lots of designers. I mean, great, I'm not like a super social person, so it's more like, hey, how are you doing? You know, I really enjoy your games, thanks for making them, sort of thing. That's the extent of it, but, you know, at least to have that sort of interaction. Like, yeah, definitely Eric Lang.
But the fact that you can even do that is pretty cool.
Yeah, I met Eric Lang a couple of times. Really just that sort of interaction. Yeah, Daryl Andrews is always around at conventions. If you're up late, you're going to find Daryl Andrews, and he's going to be around.
Yeah, he's a night owl for sure.
Gosh, the guy who made the Ninja Turtles game, Kevin
Wilson?
Kevin Wilson, yep. Super cool guy. Stefan Feld. Sorry, Blair. Yeah, just lots of those guys. It's the one designer that I play a lot of his. Well, no, there's actually a few. Never seen Uwe Rosenberg at a convention. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I think that'd be one we'd have to make a trip to Essen or something to see him. Alright. There. He's there.
So, Dana, are you a big Eric Lang fan then?
That's gonna go away. And if so, what's your favorite Eric Lang game?
Ooh, that's a tough question. I don't even know if I could answer that.
Yeah, that's a tough call. I moved you down here. What am
Yeah, I was
doing?
gonna say, I didn't remember being at the sales bin. That was cool.
I moved this.
Was that supposed to go there though? Okay.
Yes. So this. That's what it was.
Nice. Alright.
So I was half correct.
Alright.
And that's sales bin. I'm gonna spend that to grab. Country item.
Knizia, Matt Leacock, Runa for Duty, so many great names, yes. Knizia, so, alright, so if you're a Knizia fan, rank your top 700 Reiner Knizia games. Just kidding, that's me being facetious, but
That's a little ridiculous.
Reiner Knizia.
I mean, you could probably do it, but
Oh yeah, he's definitely made over 500 games. And majority of them are great, and probably a third of them are just awful. But Knizia is a genius. I mean, he does his thing. Matt Leacock's great. Fiduti, yeah. Eric Lang, Blood Rage. I do love Blood Rage.
Fiduti's games, I kind of go back and forth. Some are really great. Like, some of them I really love, and some of them I really just don't think would be for me. As far as Bruno Fiduti games. The others that you named, for sure. Yeah, Blood Rage, I don't know if it would be Blood Rage or if it would be Cthulhu Death May Die. Because that's really good.
Yeah.
I think I'd have to play Blood Rage. Hey, it's been a long time since we played Blood Rage, so I think I'd have to play that again.
I mean, I think Ank's got a chance to get there too. Ankh was so well done. Like, need to play it a couple more times, but
Yeah. Ankh was interesting.
yeah. I do like Blood Rage. I really like Rising Sun too.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the Godfather game, and it wouldn't be in that tier of Blood Rage, Rising Sun, or Ankh, but it was still a really good game. And yeah, Cthulhu Death May Die, that's right in that mix too. So yeah, Lang's got some good stuff. Yeah.
Running low on options.
Feeling good. Let me stay right where I'm at. Draw a couple more cards. See what I get.
Many Love, Rising Sun. Not sure about the others. Did not play it. The others is one that I would like to try, though. The others seems like one that I would like.
Yeah, I've never played that one either, but
Rising Sun is really good.
yeah, if Rising Sun, if you could play that at 2-player, gosh, yeah, I would really enjoy it. But the fact that you have to have at least 3, it makes it
Yeah.
really tough to get to the table. But man, it's a good game.
I know the combat in that one is kind of polarizing, but I kind of like how that bidding for combat system works.
I redid the same action, so
You oh
back
okay.
to you, yeah.
I was sitting here looking and going, nothing's changed.
It's because nothing did change.
Nothing did change. If I can actually take it in. Looks like you're getting a bump.
Could use a card myself. Just in case. Alright, I'm gonna jump here. And I'm gonna take
Boom.
for a discount.
I'm going to stay put. And actually just take both of those.
I'm gonna jump up here and reserve this card. And lay away.
That
Oh, but I
bumps
have to-
him, which bumps me, right?
Yes.
Hello.
And I have to discard these. We'll set these right there. These, Honeyland.
Take one off the top. Take any more cards because almost at my hand limit. It's not great. It's not great. Yeah, I might have to bump you off again. I'm gonna have to do that. We're gonna take these.
Card. Okay. You know what? Just to make it all fair, I'll bump you.
Hey!
And I will play my microphone. Oh wait, I was supposed to be doing your cards, not.
Yes, that is
played
true.
two-
I
you
played
played
two.
These two.
Yep, those two.
I don't want either of those.
Tough.
Alright, so still doing that bump thing, and I am playing this card, which you can have because I chose this season. Unless you want to.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's pretty much your adoption. Oh, it's literally the exact same
That's
card I bought.
the exact same thing. Ha. Yeah. You know what? We're gonna take a quick break here and get get a refill and stuff, and then we will be right back. We're back.
Guess who's back? With the fresh beer.
Alright. I'm wondering if these last few turns are just gonna be us fighting over the record bin.
Oh. Well, until we run out of cards to buy the cards we need. Especially when we look at the sales bin and it's all guitars.
It's all the same
Neither one
thing,
of
and
us
neither
are
one of us are going for those.
I'm doing as soon as I can finish off one of these sets. Might be doing that. Maybe. Just keep bumping me all day, and then we're all good.
Phrasing.
That went right.
Alright. I'm gonna
Tell chat here.
Alright, we're gonna go with what was it? I swear I had one that I could afford, and now it looks like it's This. It's expensive. We're spending all those. Grab this.
Ooh. I don't like that. That appears that. I need to draw cards. Let me say that for me. Cool. Okay, well, your guess is working out just right.
It kind of feels like we're just.
Oh wait, I did it again. I wasn't supposed to draw one of these. I was supposed to draw one of the ones you took.
Oh,
Very
well, you
good.
had 4 to choose from because I probably way overpaid.
Which actually might be super helpful for me. If
Great.
maybe. Yeah, I should actually take one of these. I do actually need a boot, so. Alright, cool. Well, I'm still doing what I'm doing.
I need a boot.
But on the flip side, I'm giving you the card instead, which will. Yeah, I don't want to do that, Ben.
What are you doing? What are you giving me? Give me stuff.
I was gonna give you exactly what you need, but now I'm thinking that would be stupid. It'd be very stupid to do. Why would I do that? Well, no, you'd have to get the. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no, it's fine. No,
You don't
I'm
know what I
giving
got.
I'm giving you a card that is exactly what you need, but not a record.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's
Right.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take this.
That's fine.
And
It's totally
then, so this is a mixed set then, right? Because it's got 3 different years on it.
Yeah, nothing matches but the genre.
All right, so I'm just gonna cash that in because so a mixed set of 3, just as a. But because I have 2 of those, I can also flip those over now too.
This is
But
true.
I don't know what any of those symbols mean.
Alright, so let's see. Top shelf. Hey! Alright. This one here is bonus track. It says you may add the top shelf album to any collection and increase the album count by 1.
Oh, so if you have it out there, you could burn that card.
I'm assuming it has to be to an active collection,
Okay, yeah.
but you can add that to it to increase the album count.
Okay.
What's that one? Five finger discount. Ooh. You may pick an album card from the game board and place it into an active collection, or start a new collection for no cost. 2 for 1. You may use 1 magazine rack card to lay away 2 album cards. When you purchase these from the layaway location, the card used to lay away the albums will count towards both albums.
Oh, nice.
That's cool. And collection boost is when you retire a collection, you may take the collection reward token from the higher tier. Example, if you retire a pure 4 album collection, you may take the top token from the pure 5 album collection reward stack.
Sheesh. Yeah, alright, I'll try that one. Those over, get another Eldorado.
And that's Bargain Shopper, which says that you may purchase 2 albums from the record bin in a single action. You must pay the normal cost for both albums at the time of purchase.
Alright. I've now gone to a delicious cherry beer from Founders, and the fruit fly loves it.
What's that one called?
Charisse.
Cerise.
Cerise.
There is a winery in the Traverse City area, Traverse City, Michigan area, called Chateau Chantal. they have a cherry port called Cerise, and it's really good.
So, fun fact about me that's not really fun is I hate cherries. I hate cherry flavored dessert, but I love cherry flavored alcohol. I don't understand it either. I'm not a wine drinker, but if you give me a cherry wine, I love it. Cherry flavored beer, love it. If you were to put cherry pie in front of me, throw it in your face.
Don't really
Or I'd give it away to a
know
homeless
that
person, actually. That's-
I want any of these. I wish there was a wipe the board collection or action so we could start again.
Start the game over.
Yeah.
Reset.
Because none of these are what I'm going for.
Yeah, okay. And that's, I think, again, back where we were talking about, like, more players would cycle through this more frequently. And you'd see.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a set of 3, you could just trash them and start anew.
You mean retire them for points?
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna trash them.
That's fair. Sometimes
Just
different
throw 'em away.
combinations are a whole lot better than one particular thing itself. That's very philosophical.
Sometimes different combinations are a whole lot better than one particular thing itself. You look in terms of like the cherry flavored whatever.
No, I think he's talking the human condition in general.
Oh,
It's very
Right on.
deep.
that is very deep.
This stream is now called Beer City Philosophy, starring Warren.
Good luck, Warren.
Just call him Socrates.
Call them mediocrities.
Oh, that deserves a wah wah wah.
No, we're-
Quack, 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 quack.
I don't want any of these cards.
You max out in your hand too?
No, I could go get
It just seems like a waste.
right because why? Because I need different cards to come out. The look on Clay's face. I didn't mean it. I'm gonna retire my 3-card pop collection. It was pure.
Pure gold.
Pure. I'm gonna move down here to the sales bin. No, I'm not. I can't get anything from the sales bin. I literally can't get anything from anywhere. I guess I'm gonna come up here and grab 2 cards. And then I'm going to flip over my 2. And I'm gonna grab this, which this one is the one that lets me add it to a collection. So I'm gonna add it to that. Add it to my boots collection.
Cool.
I'm gonna fill that in with the Delp House.
For sure. Alright, we're gonna buy cheap. Sorry, Guitar Party. So, down. This thing's going over to number 8.
Alright, Kyler, so you guys in New World right now? I just assume that's what you guys are going to be doing. I'm gonna... There it is. I knew I had one. Let's spin that. Take some jazz. Nah, there's a patch I'm watching. Oh, New World's down for maintenance. Gotcha. Trying to catch up on my shows without the siren call of New World.
Well, I'm boosting you too, and I'm
Okay.
giving you something here. But I'm gonna take this back.
We'll take the big...
Figured. I figured.
Got EverQuest up, but I'm only half paying attention to that. It's a pretty chill game for that. Gotcha. Easy to watch something while the game's up.
Any of you folks see Dune? If so, what's your thoughts?
There was actually talk about making a group trip out to see Dune.
You going to Dada's place watching it?
Yeah.
My kid went and saw it without me, so now I'm stuck watching it by myself.
I would like to see it also, actually.
She loved it, thought it was great, but she read the book last year and was super psyched for it. So,
Have you read the books?
just the first book. Thought it was good. Not good enough to want to read more.
Okay.
But I am excited to see the movie because I did like the first one. My favorite Dune thing, though, is Dune Imperium, the board game. Love that game.
That is a very good game.
It's actually one of the 16 games that's in the World Series of board games next year. You talked about that on your stream at all?
No, I haven't. I actually haven't looked that much into the World Series of board gaming, but it sounds interesting.
Very interesting.
This is in Vegas, right?
It's in Vegas, $25,000 pot, 16 different games. You can enter up to 4, and then the winners of the different games randomly get put into one of the other 16 games until you get down to one final game. And it looks very interesting. There's a wide variety of games, not all skill-based games, a lot of luck-based games, but interesting.
Sounds pretty intense.
I saw a poll that was asking, I think on Facebook, that said, if you were to enter, which game would you pick as your entry game to try to win? Like, what of those 16 games do you think you'd be best at? Yeah, it was tough. Like, I looked at it and I was like, I would have no idea.
Yeah.
Like, which one of these games.
I don't have any confidence in in any of those.
Because it ranges from like Splendor, Azul, Wingspan, Dune Imperium, Ra is on there, just Great Western Trail, just a variety.
Alright, I bumped you. You can choose one of those, or you can buy a card from Layaway.
Yeah, you can choose one of those. I'll take that one. I actually don't think you can. If I remember from the How to Play video, I don't think you can pick a. Oh, sorry. No, you said layaway. Sorry, I thought you were saying, or you can draw from the top. Never mind. I'll shut up.
Okay. Glad we settled that.
Yeah.
Orin says, I haven't read any of the books, but I've read about the books. Yeah, that sounds like Orin.
I mean, you probably got the gist of it, to be honest with you. The book, again, was probably brilliant when it came out. But at this point, the sci-fi genre has been just enhanced. Like, it's still fine. It's just, I don't know. I've seen it before and seen it done better. I mean, Dune's got not a nice, but a big middle ground that's really boring, where like nothing happens.
Yeah.
But it's fine. It's worth a read still, and I don't read a lot.
Data would pick Catan. I don't know.
Interesting. I've not played Catan a lot.
I haven't either.
I'm sure it would be awful. Alright, I think I'm just jumping up here to pull my thing out of there. I'm gonna play my Jeremy Howard card to turn this set of 4. Did I do something wrong? Or-
No, I wanted to check on how this card works.
That is a set of 4 pure, correct?
Yes.
With my Jeremy Howard card, I get to take the 5 pure card tile. Thank you, Jeremy Howard.
Here, you want me to throw it on the...
I mean, he's got green glasses, so it won't be
that's fine.
visible, but it's pretty cool.
He still looks pretty...
Jeremy Howard is...
Still looks pretty sweet. There's too much light there.
If you recognize Jeremy Howard from Man vs. Meeple, has his own promo card in the expansion. I guess not really promo card, expansion.
Yep, for sure. You have a lot going on politically and all that. Find the story and its history really fun, but yeah, sometimes reading about it or watching the lore videos lets me know 85% of it, and I'm okay with that sometimes. Yeah, honestly, I kind of am that way too with it when it comes to a lot of those really deep universes like that.
Yeah.
Bonus track, you may add the top shelf album to any collection and increase the album count by 1. Okay, so I'm assuming since that's what I did here,
Yeah, so now if you sell it,
I could count this as
it's
a pure...
3. It's a pure 3, yeah.
Pure 3,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So I'm gonna do that. You
I'm
finished
done,
your turn,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. Just because I don't think that one 1950s cowboy card is gonna come out.
Yeah, that was kind of the point. Like, yeah, I was understanding what I'm like. What are the odds? Exactly what I need for a pure thing.
Yeah. And I wanted to do it before the end of the game, which we're getting close to at this point.
Lost Ark makes me so thirsty and hungry for that game. I don't know much about games that aren't tabletop, but is this a
Lost Ark?
Raiders of the Lost Ark MMORPG something? I'm guessing not, but when I hear Lost Ark, that's immediately.
Lost Ark. Or are you talking about Lost Ruins of Arnak? Maybe? Oh, another MMO. Oh, okay. Lost Ark. I'm not familiar with that one. Alright. What can I do? Oops. Actually, I got this. This. There's a wild.
Ooh, it's a boot wild though.
Boot wild.
I just closed up a boot, so I don't feel like it.
Yeah, I did.
Give it a thumbs though. Not taking a while though. Can you believe it? Take this. And get some cards for one last push for a set before the end of the game. What's Lost Ark about? Is it about Ark of the Covenant? Like straight up MMO based on that?
Can you trade board games for cash or store credit at your location? So, I mean, in terms of like my FLGS, they don't do trades, but you can do consignment.
Yeah, and the money you make is for in-store credit.
Right. Which actually this weekend they have a customer appreciation day coming up. So if you're in the Grand Rapids area, out of the box, go check them out. Customer appreciation day. They're having like a bunch of giveaways and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think we plan on being
Raffles,
there.
food, open gaming, discounts on consignment games.
Yep.
And they usually have a good probably 100 used games for sale.
They have a very large used game selection. They've got a pretty solid new game selection too. But it's a really good mix of like family games, like a lot of your more popular games, and like the more heavy strategy games too. I would say it's a pretty even split when it comes to that. And you can rent games from there too, which is
Yeah, their rental section
cool.
is
it's pretty
really good. And
big.
early on we took advantage of that, and then we got to the point where if we liked a game we would just buy it, and then it was like, oh, we rented it once, we're like, oh, this game's great, let's just buy it, when we could have just rented it whenever we felt like playing it. And they do regularly update it. I looked at it a couple weeks ago when I was there, and they had some brand new Gen Con releases in the rental library already. So that was cool. I forget what game it was, but I was telling Christy, I was like, oh yeah, we saw this game at Gen Con, and it looked cool, and I really wanted to try it, but it didn't look good enough to buy. And then we walked by the rental, and it was there, and I was like, oh, yeah, we're just going to have to rent it and then try it. Beer and ice cream, also nice. Honestly, that's the only thing out of the box is missing, is if you get beer when you want.
Yeah.
Like Louis was saying, we have the place it's downtown Grand Rapids called House Rules, where it is a bar with gaming, open gaming, and a game store. And it's a cool place. But it's not our regular place that we get a nice discount. So that's the only drawback.
You know what? I'm gonna turn these in also, just because I think we're getting pretty close to being there. That was it. 1, 2, 3 pure. Better do it now.
So I actually changed my strategy, because I was like, oh, there's enough to do pure on this, but there's not like 3s. Just crushing hard.
You walk in and give them your credit card to keep a tab for food, drinks, and games. Yeah, I can see myself getting in trouble at a place like that, Data.
70s. And take this bad boy. And it's going to be it there, but then the bump is going to want that guy out. And let you do your thing before we refill.
What cards did you spend?
Well, I was down here.
Oh, you were down here.
Yeah. He bumped you, so you get to draw from the top deck if you want it. You don't need my cards, because I didn't bump you.
Gotcha.
This is now going to number 6. Uh-oh. That triggered the end of the game.
It did.
So, I was first player, so you get one more turn, and then we both get one more turn.
Yep.
I'll be... That is bad timing.
Yeah, that's not great, actually.
Son of a gun. I had it mapped out. And failed.
I don't actually know that I'm gonna be able to do anything with what I've got. I have to be like super duper efficient about it. And I just don't know.
Do you get points for cards that are in your collection since it's not completed at the end of the game? Or...
I believe so.
Okay, so there is a benefit to at least getting
There's
some cards
still,
if you
yeah,
can.
you still get something for. Shit, what was I doing? Let's grab that and grab this.
Of course you did. 'Cause it was a card you couldn't use. Huh. Really? I timed that out poorly. Because I could get 2 of the cards down here, except I'm already there. And unfortunately, I don't know. No, 70s. Like one. Well, I can't get one. I can't get one. Last turn, might as well do it. Bumping you, and we can take the other microphone in 60s. Is that what you, oh, you took microphone in 50s.
I did take my
So it's microphone and 60s. So you get to take one of those.
I don't know if it's gonna make a whole heck of a lot of difference, but I'll take the 60s. They're called Around the Table Game Pub. They were nice enough to have my Jumpgate Armada game featured and had a video I made on the game on a loop over the weekend. Oh, that's cool, Data.
Oh, Data, are you the guy that's designing a game? Clay's been telling me about.
Yeah, he's got multiple.
Okay.
He's got multiple that he's got in the works. He's actually got a few that I would be really interested to try. But this Jumpgate Armada for sure is one that I would like to check out. Data, I don't remember. Do you have those on? Is it Tabletop Simulator that you've got those on, or is it Tabletopia? I can't remember which one you said it was. I guess I'm gonna bump you up
Bump me.
there, and we're gonna.
TTS, huh?
I'm gonna spend saxophone and 60s.
into your game. Do you want to cash those in for anything?
I mean, I don't know if any of those. I mean, I feel like I guess I probably should. Right?
Wasn't there
But
one
I
that
don't
lets you
know.
like just take a card or something without paying for it? Was it this one, the 5-finger discount? Because that would help if you only have singles.
But I only have
You couldn't get to the
singles, so.
triples. What was this one? We didn't even look at that musicology.
Oh wait, but there is the. Oh, there's the 2 for 1 though.
But that's
Two
just
for
for
one.
reserve, isn't it? You get to put 2
Oh,
in reserve with
for
one card.
layaway, yeah.
Or layaway, yeah, sorry.
What's that one? Musicology. You may purchase 2 albums from the sale bin in a single action.
It's a point allocation, card-driven, tile-based dice rolling skirmish game.
Point allocation, card-driven, tile-based dice rolling skirmish game. Okay. Sounds interesting. I have seen some of the artwork for the games that he's got in the works, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's something that I would be very interested in trying, except for the fact that I have no computer that can run Tabletop Simulator. During a COVID lockdown, we tried to play a bunch of games online, and all I have is like a 12-year-old Mac, and it will just not load. It's so bogged down, like I couldn't get TTS. So whenever we played online, we had to do Tabletopia, or what was the other one? I forget, but
I mean, we did Board Game Arena,
Board Game Arena, yeah.
a little bit, and then there was that Yucata.
Yucata had it. Yucata was good for like can't stop. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, I just need to get a computer. So my problem is I work from home now and have my work computer, so I just use that for everything. But I can't like obviously download things or play. I did try playing Tabletop Simulator on it, and it was a blocked thing. It needed some sort of download. Though, spoiler alert, you can do online poker on a work computer, but not.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, none of those are particularly helpful for me at this point. 5-finger discount. Yeah, not really. It's my turn or your turn?
You get a new parallel.
Oh, hey, Parallel. Hello, by the way. How are the games going tonight? Going really good. We've been playing, we've got Vinyl tonight.
Over your shoulder.
Yeah. Game all about collecting vinyl records. How you doing, Parallel? Need to get you a starter PC. So, Parallel works for Game Crafters.
Oh, very cool.
Love gaming, both plugged and unplugged. Yeah, same here. Was it my turn?
Yeah, it's the final turn of the game, actually. I think you just...
Then how are you still in the bumped spot?
Because you just bumped me, but there's no point in grabbing me. You went there as your final turn.
Oh!
So I think you were
okay.
just debating if the top shelf thing would do any good because you were saying...
Gotcha. That's where we left off.
Yeah. But I'm officially done. So when your turn's over, that's it. Make the cards and stuff. Cards are important. That's for sure.
I got a game. Actually, it's right behind you there. It's that one still in shrink. That little game up top there. I actually bought this from Game Crafters. It's called This House is Haunted. I don't know if you recognize that, but it's a game where you actually hide decks of cards around the house and turn off all the lights, and you're trying to collect sets of cards to complete tasks. But it's got some weird like party game rules. It sounds like a blast to play, but we've never gotten enough people around that are actually interested in playing it.
Been a good Halloween game.
Yeah, actually, it would have been a great Halloween game. I don't know if I mean, I guess points are points.
Yeah, if they count, we'll get them.
Do I have a... Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna throw away this limited edition also, so I can
2
get
more
this one.
points.
Yeah. For sure.
Nice. Do you still have the box it came in, like the shipping box?
The shipping box, no.
Yeah, you had that one for
I've actually
a couple
had
years
this
at
for
least,
quite
right?
a while, yeah. I just have not had the opportunity to play it. It's hard to get that many people around that are interested in playing that type of game. Okay.
I think that's officially the end of the game.
That is officially the end of the game. So now, we are totaling up players will score each album collected, including the retired albums, and each collection reward token acquired, and any bonuses for their loyalty cards.
Okay. All the cards that are in our unfinished collection, we get to add to our finished collections and just tell them.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay. And then plus these, plus I've got this top shelf card. So alright.
I'm not gonna try and do this math in my head.
I will. I like math.
Nerd! I can't try and... I tried to do it with the phone in one hand and the cards in the other, and that was not working out.
I think I have my score, except for one of them. One of my loyalty cards is about if I have the most. So.
Oh, yeah.
I have the rest.
Yeah, I've got one of those too, so... Okay, hold on.
On to math. I feel like I'm pretty good at addition. It's when it adds the division and multiplication as endgame scoring. That's where I'm out.
I don't mind the addition, but this is a lot of cards.
There's a lot of cards. Yeah.
Okay, there's those. I've got... $31, $38. Okay.
If I had the most M cards, which I had 10 of them.
10.
Which my other card, which you gave me, was 2 per max of 20. So I got to exactly max that out. I was like, oh great, you comboed me really nice. That's the reason I didn't even bother going for that.
1, 2. 3, 4,
Slow down.
5, 6, 7. 7.
Okay. Got it then. What was yours?
Set from each genre/band, which I feel like is gonna have to be a thing where I have to sort all these out. Well, let's do this first.
Oh.
Most retro labels.
I don't think I have one of those.
Got 1, 2,
Actually, more than enough. It's 7.
6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
10, 11.
11. Nice.
So that's 15 for that. Set from each genre or band.
So is the band, that's from the different expansions, right? Where you can actually have bands?
Yeah, I think so.
Because in the base game, it's just
So
the 4 genres. So
right.
if you had a set of each, it's a nice 20 point. Oh, set net collection. I got you. Okay.
I have a lot of jazz.
I would assume you could probably use that too, right?
Do you think? I don't know that I'd be able to use that because it just counts as adding the.
That's true. I guess
The
it does have a
additional-
specific bonus from it.
There's so much jazz. So much jazz.
New country.
Yeah. I don't have a lot of country. Me too.
Huh.
That's 10 points.
Country held you back.
Country held me back. And that's the one that I had to use to finish that country set. Too.
Oh,
if I had had that one
yeah.
more, I would have had the 15, but I only got the 10. So I ended up with 210. What'd you end up with?
You want to know, really?
211?
211.
Son of
If
a-
I counted it right. now I gotta count that. I gotta count this again, because that's way crazy. And I had to do it by hand.
Carl notoriously beats us by
7.
1 point.
12, 19, 23, 27, 32, 36, 40, 49, 55, 63, 67, 74, 78, 80, 7, 91, 97, 22, 6, 13, 18, plus 12, 30, 45, 55, 59, 17, I had it in a different way this time.
What are we at?
159 plus 17.
176.
Plus 15. Plus 20.
211. 1 point! Come on!
Oh boy. Wow. That was tight. That was tight.
So close.
I'm gonna chuck it up to the Man vs. Maple folks for that.
For that 12-pointer.
Actually, I got all the Man vs. Maple.
You did?
The team.
Oh,
With the,
yeah. Where's Ryan? No Ryan?
sorry. Thanks for watching.
Wow.
Oh, that was
1
epic.
point. Yeah, after all of that, 1 point.
You should probably re-add yours just to make sure too.
I mean, I used a calculator. I'm fairly sure that's what it ended
You should
up
probably re-add mine then.
That's good. I like that. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think because of the bump mechanism, I think it would be better with more than 2 players.
For sure.
I mean, adding this in does tighten things up a little bit, but you're not getting the benefits from the bump mechanism as much as you hope.
And also the other thing, adding more players, you split the deck more, which means you wipe these more often. So again, more cycling through of the cards. Because that first
Right.
half we had a stagnant magazine rack for a while.
Right. Oh wow, 1 point. Clay and Carl, did you see Steam Up A Feast of Dim Sum on Kickstarter? Looks amazing. Components are so nice. Can't wait to own that one. Would be great to have with my Sushi Go. Yeah, so Data, that's one that Jen and I checked out at Gen Con. It looks super cute. Like, I mean, the components in that are really cool. It seems like a really good like family weight game. It looks like mostly kind of set collection type stuff. I haven't looked at it on Kickstarter, but I have looked at the game. I hate you again. Data, meet up with us at Gen Con next year. Gen Con 2022. Let's do it.
Yeah, did you order that one? Or back that one yet? Or the dim sum one?
Did I back it?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No, I didn't back it.
Not yet.
I have my eye on it. I don't know if I'll back it. I may just wait for that one to hit retail. Generally, it's pretty. Like it's got to be like a game that really grabs me before I'm gonna back it on Kickstarter.
Speaking of it, if you guys haven't checked out Lords of Ragnarok,
That's one that I'm
Game
really
Found.
tempted on.
check that out. That looks awesome.
Yeah.
I have the previous version, or the version that this game was based on, called Lords of Hellas. And I really enjoy it, but everything I see of Lords of Ragnarok makes me want that one instead. But I will probably just settle with what I have. Makes sense.
Oh, we got Carl's face cut off.
Nope,
Yeah. Here.
that's fine.
We can go this way. There. Yeah, I've still got a few Kickstarters out that I'm hoping don't get delayed too much.
Yeah, we were just joking actually. During the break, I got an email tonight that said I have a UPS delivery coming tomorrow. And it's got to be a Kickstarter, but I have no idea what it is. As far as I knew, there was nothing coming in November, but hey, maybe something's done early.
Yeah. Yeah. So right now, I'm waiting on Endless Winter,
It's going to be a good one.
Darwin's Journey,
Also looks great.
and The Spill.
That one's a ways out still, right? Like a year.
That one just finished. Like that, I think that one just closed like maybe a month or so ago. Something like that. Data says may wait for retail. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. Data, probably just gonna wait for retail on that one. All right, guys. Hey, this was a great game. I had a lot of fun with this one. I can't wait to try it with some of the expansions. Thanks to everybody that showed up. Thanks to oh my gosh, what was their name? See, this is a problem now. Like, my computer is very far away, and I can't take notes of who was rating. Hold on, I can. Let me scroll up on my in my chat here. That I can do. All right, we got to find that raid. Where was the raid? Did I already pass it?
Oh, you know what could finally be delivering?
What's that?
I backed the Dice Tower Kickstarter, and there was a promo that I backed for. That could be what that is.
Oh, nice.
Because that was back in like February, and that still wasn't delivered, so it might be that. I mean, it's just a Rising Sun promo pack, but...
Oh, we must be getting... Oh, it cut it off. I can't even scroll up that high.
I was going to say it was right before that.
Yeah. It was Poncho something or other.
Poncho Soup? Right.
Well, that's... Poncho Soup was one of the ones that came in with the raid. Regardless, you know who you are. Thanks for the raid. It's appreciated. And thanks for all the follows, everybody. My next stream will be Saturday morning, Poncho Soup or Big Time Wook. They came in with the raid, but it was... The channel name was something different. And I can't remember. Poncho Boys, Kylaris, thank you for coming through, as always. Yeah, Poncho Boys, that's what it was. Again, big thanks for the raid. Thanks for all the follows. Welcome to the community. My next stream is going to be Saturday morning. I'm not 100% sure what I'm streaming yet. I don't know if it's going to be a solo thing yet, or if I'm going to try and do some more video games or what. I got you. If anybody was going to remember it, it was going to be you, Kylaris. Yeah. So, yeah. Outside of that, thanks everybody for hanging out tonight. Had a lot of fun. Thanks, Carl, for coming to play this one with me. And we'll see you guys on Saturday. Have a great night, everybody.